if you have big ideas and a clear strategy, what are you doing to engage your people to execute and implement that strategy? I have a lot of leaders who, especially senior leaders, who want me to come in and tell them a little bit about the future, what's around the corner and over the horizon, so it can feed into their strategic planning, so their strategy is more relevant. And this is a really good thing, and I'm really happy that they're bringing me in to to help them understand what's coming up in the future. But they're talking about two things here. So one is understanding what's in the future, and then feeding into the strategic planning. Both of those things are good, but there's a third crucial element that's needed if you want your strategy to be successful, and that is to engage your people, inspire and motivate them to implement and execute that strategy. And many leaders are really good at the first two and not so good on the third, or they forget about the third. I work with a lot of leadership teams in this area. There are three teams that I'm working with at the moment where we're going through exactly this process. One of them is a high school, and their leaders in the school want to help their students, teach them some other skills beyond the curriculum so they're more future ready. I love it. Another one is the senior leadership team of a local council that wants to make sure that they're future ready for their local area and for their residents. And again, they want to know what they can do to be future ready. And the last one is the senior leadership team of a financial services organization. And again, they have a lot of technology that's disrupting them, and they want to know how to first leverage the technology themselves and also be the leaders and the disruptors themselves. So in all three, I'm working with the senior leadership teams about understanding what's coming up in their future, which will then feed into their strategic planning. But the other thing that we're doing with all of these three teams is helping them engage their people in integrating and executing their strategy. Because you could have the best strategy in the world, but if you don't have your people on board to execute and implement that strategy, it'll fail. It's like trying to drive a car where you've got control of the steering wheel, maybe even the accelerator, but there's no petrol in the tank. The car's not going to go anywhere, obviously, and the same's true if you don't have your people engaged with the strategy that you've created for them. And you might be in love with the strategy, but perhaps your people aren't. And one of my speaker colleagues, Steph Duplessis, who is an international leadership expert based in South Africa, he puts it this way. He says to leaders, especially senior leaders, he says, your people, their job is not to execute your strategy. That's not what they want to do. So what do they want? Well, they want work that's meaningful. They want to feel that they're fulfilled. They want to feel that they're happy in the work that they're doing. And of course, they want the money as well. But now, more than ever, many of your employees want their job, their work to be more than money. And if they want to be engaged, and if you engage them only by doing kind of artificial employee engagement things, it's not true engagement. What you really want to do is give them meaningful work. So connect your strategy with what they're interested in doing. And there are many ways to do this. In fact, it's part of a larger conversation around the future of work. And whenever leaders ask me about the future of work, I say there are 4 elements to the future of work. One of them is about the work itself, knowing what work needs to be done. All the other 3 elements of the 4 are about the people doing the work. If you can't get your people on board, your strategy will fail. I'm running an online presentation about this soon. It's free, it's public, it's open to everybody. It's about the future of work, and it's looking at practical things that you can do to get your people on board. It's about people first, strategy second. So it's free, it's public, it's open to everybody. Please come along. You'll find the link to register here, and feel free to invite other leaders and other people in your organization and your wider network as well. I'll see you in the future.